The last 2 months have been challenging, to say the least. Even the simple task of moving 2 campervans, with only one driver, from one campsite to another, and then living off-grid, where sometimes the sun's shining, sometimes it's not. But thanks to the amazing doctors at Trelisk Hospital, Mandy is now out of hospital and daily life continues. Things like getting the water of 2 campervans. There we go, water's delivered.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
You do a very, very good water delivery service.
Water boy.
Yes.
So yeah, important for taking tablets and obviously coffee.
Coffee, definitely coffee.
This place, I'll talk more about the campsite and do a review and everything, or give you more details, but this place is an old airfield campsite. So there's, what do you call it, like an access road all the way around it. Good for walks around the same road, and obviously get a bit of exercise.
Yeah, get some practice in. It feels massive, like it's going to be a big deal. Yeah. Crikey.
All right, let's get on with our day. So Mandy is getting really brave now. Close. We park close. It's windy, but she's getting brave and she can actually make it over.
Yeah, with the drinking sandwich.
Yeah, I think you might need help with that in this wind. It's quite windy here, folks. It's a beautiful place. Lovely weather and everything like that, but oh, she's going to brave it. Oh. Yay!
You're going to have to help me.
Help me!
Just grab that so it doesn't blow away.
Look at this! Look though! Do you want a hand?
Nope. Such a big step.
Such a big girl.
Such a big girl getting up such a big step.
Right, pat your bum. Yay! Do you want a high five? Sorry, I left you hanging there. There we go. Pat your bum. I'll shut the door. And within a week of that, Mandy was able to walk much further, much more confidently as well, with the aid of a stomach band due to the operation Mandy had where they made a huge incision in her tummy. Obviously she needs some support in that area. So you made it to the cafe.
I made it to the cafe.
Like first major expedition.
No, second.
Oh yeah, you made it to the shower this morning.
The shower this morning. And then I was like...
Neither that. Fair enough.
Yeah, it did feel like a big deal.
Yeah.
Now, since seeing Jon Tash jacket potato with tuna, that's all I've wanted. And jacket potato with tuna.
Yeah, the menu here is pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, so hopefully, did he say it was okay mushing all the butter in?
Yes, not a problem at all.
Lovely. And yeah, we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, not bad views either. No aircraft on at the moment. You can see the sea, folks. Just about. And I've gone for a burger. They apparently do a burger challenge here called the Avro Burger, which is 4 of everything, 4 patties, 4 sausages, 4 bacon, 4 eggs. Something else, can't remember now. Oh yeah, 4 hash browns as well. So I'm going to see if maybe we can share that one much more down the line when somebody's feeling up to it.
Yeah, because I don't think I'm going to eat this full potato anyway, but yeah. Sounds like a good selection of things to chuck on a burger, man.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Now, as I said, the campsite is based on the side of a live airfield, Paramporth Airfield. So helicopter flights, skydiving, we've even seen the airfield shut down for car events as well. So there's plenty going on here. A few weeks had passed of watching people jump out of really good airplanes and screaming all the way down. Lots of people jumping on helicopters, enjoying the Cornish coastline, some really nice car shows, and some average cobwebs being designed. But one thing we've been really looking forward to was the arrival of our friends. And first of all, this meant moving the vans so we could all park next to each other, creating a little space in the middle. However, this was the first time Mandy's van had been moved by anybody for about a month, and it's the first time Mandy had driven her van for around about 6 weeks.
That was so much fun. Hang on, let me out of here. The just getting the biting point, and my legs going. Could you hear me? Oh, it, like even trying to go forward about it, it's like going juddering like mad because my leg just wouldn't. Yeah, it was shaking like a leaf.
You did it!
So yay!
First drive in 8 weeks, 6 weeks?
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
So yeah.
Cool.
But, yeah, can't do it on the road if it's going to be like that.
No, we'll do more times. There's plenty of runway can drive around in.
Yes, very true. I think I'll definitely need some practice, but we know I've got to work on my leg strength anyway, so yeah.
So fortunately for us, the perimeter of the airfield has a little road on it, and I was out cycling one day and noticed that I was being stalked by something. So yeah, this bird of prey just kept following me and standing on a little sign and seeing what I was up to, and then the next corner I'd go around, it'd sort of be sat there waiting for me again. So that was quite interesting. But yeah, there's loads of things to do around here. But I do like the fact that this sort of perimeter also has great walks on it that you can get down to the cliff face and everything. So we've done that a few times. Obviously, I've been the one walking to the cliff face, and Mandy's been the one that sort of like stands back and just watches me from the path in safety. But she is getting more confident on her feet anyway. So yeah, all good news. tell Mandy's feeling a bit better because she wanted to have a go at the cooking herself.
Right, so if I put them there and there.
Yeah.
I like the way you can handle 2 bowls quite nicely as well.
Thank you. I'm well practiced, mate.
Very quick if you need it.
Oh, do you want onions? John?
Yeah.
Got some onions there. Nope. Squish them first, man. Squish them.
No, he puts the onions on then, squidges it.
You put onions on then squish?
Yeah, so they squidge in with the onions.
Yeah, and then I used the grease whip over the top.
Yeah, it did help it. With a little bit of a rotation on it as well.
Getting well technical, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, but sometimes that's what you need, isn't it? So the backstory behind all this cooking is that Daz recently bought a Beefy Boys cookbook to learn how to make the best burgers. And it also teaches you how to make good sauces as well. But I think what we did work out from this is that Mandy squidging the burgers even thinner was even better. Anyway, all this food leads to one thing. We need to go for a walk to walk it off. So after Mandy's cancer treatment had ended early July, we'd come to Cornwall to spend time with Tash and Jon because Jon had also had leukemia and he was recovering, and the irony is that we were coming down to help them. But thankfully both Jon and Mandy have made a good recovery and are on the way back to full health. Can't dwell on what's happened, folks, just got to look to the future. So we've made a few electrical system changes to both vans, parked here next to each other obviously, over the last 2 months that we've been on the campsite waiting for Mandy to get strong enough and recover enough for what's been going on. So the changes we made really are to do with the fact that we've been stationary. The campsite we're at is off-grid, so there's no hookup, and as you know, our camper vans are gas-free. So everything we do, heating, hot water, from cooking and everything else, is all based on our electrical system. And therefore, sitting around all day doing things with the odd walk out and things like that, we've been using a lot of electricity. So therefore, we've upgraded. So I'm going to talk you through the upgrades. Both vans are identical, the systems are identical. So I'll show you what I've done, the install on Mandy's van, and then I'll talk you through the install on my van. So I had a look online and I found the Fogstar 460 amp hour battery was exactly the same dimensions and size as our 200 amp hour Renogy batteries. So yeah, that was a bit of a no-brainer. Swap them in. Here we go.
There we go.
Woohoo! Teamwork. Cheers, Jon.
That is ridiculous that is identical.
Literally millimetre
size.
identical. Sits in the same footprint. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So what we've now got are Victron Energy chargers instead of Renogy chargers, and a Fogstar Drift 460 amp hour battery. So MPPT is a 50 amp MPPT, and we've also gone for the 50 amp Victron Energy Orion XS, which is the B2B DC to DC charger. So we've been running the engines a little bit and solar on the roof on the days it's not been so windy. Obviously we've been able to use the Affery power stations that we've got, along with a lovely 400 watt folding solar panel from Affery as well. Like I say, we've both got exactly the same setup. So having this out, as well as the solar up on the roof there, gives us a lot more solar. So 1,000 watts of solar. As you can see from the weather, we don't get 1,000 watts of solar. You know, that'd be wishful thinking. But between that now, obviously the Fogstar battery, 460 amp hour battery, is 130% increase over the 200 amp hour we used to have. So that has made a massive difference. And the reason why I chose the Fogstar Drift battery, the 460 amp hour battery, is it sits in exactly the same footprint as the 200 amp hour Renogy battery, which I've actually still got there. I'm just waiting on someone to pick them up. Hopefully I've sold them. If not, you'll find out soon. But yeah, you can see like the little corner brackets I've got there which hold it in place. It's then strapped down. Literally for the millimetre is identical. So that was why it was a bit of a no-brainer on us. And then I ditched the Renogy gear in favour of the Victron gear, simply because the Renogy gear was all sort of based around the Bluetooth connectivity between each device, and the battery was the core part to it. So you took that away and the other bits didn't quite know what was going on, so it was just easy to put sort of Victron stuff in. So I've got the AFRI P210 and that's been absolutely fantastic. Like I say, it's not app controlled, but I can just lean down in my bed and just hit that button there, which turns on my mains. What happens in my van is that this mains connection goes through my inverter, which is tucked down there, and the inverter then connects to the sockets in my van. So if the inverter's not on, you switch this on and it gets passed through power. So yeah, and if this is flat or not a lot of power in it and I need cooking, then I can use all that setup with my inverter, and then it cooks. But ultimately, yeah, a few changes to the electrical system. Because of being based off grid for the last sort of 2.5 months, without driving every day and going places, it presents some challenges, which is the fundamental part of it. So yeah, bigger battery helps you collect more on the good days you have solar, to store more power for the days you need to use it when you don't have a lot of solar. And look at that, the sun's come out now. And a bit of an update as well on the engine problems that I reported in a video many months ago now. Yeah, on our way down here, after Mandy had finished her cancer treatment, so we were on our way to see Jon and Tash to help them before Mandy got taken into hospital with sepsis and everything. I had some engine problems in my van, if you remember, and I bought a kit which basically tests for emissions gas in the coolant system. And I said I'd run the test and it wasn't looking good. And actually used the same gas test kit on Mandy's van and somebody else's van who came to visit, and we concluded that the gas test kit isn't an accurate sign of if you have an engine problem or not, a gas leak problem, like a head gasket or an EGR valve leaking gas or something like that. It appears that every engine I tested it on, after about half an hour when the engine had got hot, they all came to the same conclusion, which was the sort of colour of the liquid, which the instruction manual says if it turns any shade of green, bad news. They all did the same. Brand new van, Mandy's van, which is now sort of 10 years old, and my van, which is about 5 or 6 years old, all give the same results. And obviously we are now 2.5 months later from me having that engine problems, or thinking it was an engine problem, and it's been flawless. We've done several miles up and down the areas of Cornwall. Obviously we've been out for days when Mandy's felt like it. I spent sort of probably 3 weeks going to hospital and back every day from the other campsite. Then we drove to this campsite. I've done a lot of miles over the last 2.5 months that we've been waiting for Mandy to recover, and the van's been absolutely flawlessly, perfect.
Ready?
Ready when you are. First time driving in 7 weeks.
First time driving more than 5 feet.
Van's squeaky brakes. Give that one away.
Well, that wasn't all jiggery.
No, your leg feel all right in the clutch and everything?
It feels fine.
You got to go slow over this bit anyway because it's all bumpy.
Yeah.
And then there's a circuit around the airfield, so we're going to have a bit of a bomb around there, aren't we?
Bit of a bomb around, he says. Drive ever so carefully.
There is a 30-mile-an-hour limit. Yeah.
Yes, there is. So, things are right so far. So right now I'm like right on the biting point.
Okay.
And no shake. I mean, I can feel it. It feels like it's very heavy.
Right.
But it's not jiggering.
You'd sort these squeaks out though.
Oh my goodness. How can you tell when you've not moved your van for a while?
Yeah.
And within a week of using the local road on the campsite, Mandy was confident enough to get on the main roads. Maybe with a little bit of a reason behind there, because the people on the campsite have said that there was an epic Cornish pasty shop. And obviously, well, we had to go and try it, didn't we? So it's a bit of a naff weather day today, so we thought we'd go out and have a driving lesson, and it's going to be the longest journey you've done, isn't it?
Yes, it is. We've got to start somewhere extending things, because the way it's going at the minute, it's going to take us 14 days doing half an hour's driving a day if we need to get up from the camp to
Scans and that, yeah. So, yeah, we're going to see how it goes. And obviously, I am insured and capable of driving a van, so if you get somewhere and work out that it's too much for you, you can't drive back, and I'll do it.
So yes, I'm excited to get a decent drive in, hopefully, of a bit of dual carriageway and a bit of Cornish roads.
So we're definitely going to get a few of them. We're having a bit of food in the middle as well. We're heading to Falmouth, and yeah, like a Tex-Mex place sort of thing. So
it's literally all we're doing in there. It's just like, we need to go out, we need to do something. The weather's terrible, so it's got to be something that's inside. So it's like, what we're going to do? Eat!
Wow. Not been driving very long. And Mandy's getting used to driving again. And the road is flooded.
Yes.
Welcome to Cornwall, folks. You going to do it? Let's keep to about 5 miles an hour. First gear, keep the revs on, a bit more. Keep going. You keep the revs on, folks, so that your exhaust is spitting out gases, so it doesn't suck water in your exhaust. There we go.
Oh, he's coming.
Oh, 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 oh.
Oh, hopefully. Oh, there we go. He's coming that way.
Fun times.
Cornish driving.
Yeah. All the things that you've been missing out on for the last couple of months when you've not been driving, eh?
Oh, I know. I mean, it's wonderful. I feel like I've really missed out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So the campsite is conveniently about 45 minutes to an hour away from everywhere around Cornwall. And one of the places we really love is Falmouth. And I found this Tex-Mex restaurant because we do love our American food. So we tried some mixed platters of absolutely everything, from cornbread to fried chicken to the white gravy, mac and cheese, you name it. It's just, yeah, it's our favourite type of food anyway. So, yeah, if you're ever in Falmouth, please go try it, see what you think, and let us know.
Well, today is somewhat of a monumental day because it was 2 months ago that you had your operation.
2 entire months. I was saying that it feels like it's been like 2 minutes and forever, all at the same time.
Yeah. So that's 2 months and probably 2 weeks that you went in hospital with sepsis. And then 2 months later you were still recovering.
Still recovering. I was only thinking when I was doing that little drive yesterday as well, like that the doctors said 8 to 10 weeks.
Well, and then at one point 10 to 12 weeks.
10 to 12 weeks. And here's me driving at 8 weeks thinking, why aren't I ready yet? Why aren't I fixed? Yeah. Shut up, Mandy.
And the worst part, I guess, from your point of view, is it's your birthday tomorrow too.
It is my birthday.
21 again.
Oh, again?
Yeah.
Again and a bit.
I wasn't going to put the bit on the end, but 21 again. So there she is, birthday girl. Starbucks coffee. Cakes.
Little pastry.
Little pastry. Happy birthday.
Thank you. It'd be nice if it wasn't so windy. I mean, I sort of told the wind it could have a day off, especially for my birthday, but it didn't listen.
Well, it's not raining yet, so you got half of it right.
Well, wind and rain is definitely far worse than just this wind. But it's supposed to ease up a little bit today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're trying to work out where you want to go next, and you come up with, I suppose it's the biggest tat shop England has got.
Yes, Trago Mills. It's somewhere inside. I've got birthday money. I mean, I love my dad to bits, but he refuses to stop sending me birthday money, doesn't he? So it's just like, I've got birthday money. I mean, I've got my own money. I've got your money.
I was going to say, yeah.
You know? But it's it always seems nice to go and spend money on nice things for that people have given you. So there's that.
Travago Mills, Trago, whatever.
Trago,
you go. Yeah,
this
look.
place.
Cock. So this is a massive tat shop. I'm not going to record Mandy all the way around. Just assume her face is going to look like this.
Lighter.
Hopefully you can see us. But we're
All dressed up.
suited and booted.
You make me look underdressed, Mr. Jeans and the shirt, looking all hot and everything.
Back at you, baby. So yeah, we're off out to restaurant.
Out
Out.
to a restaurant.
Yeah.
Yes. Like normal people.
Well,
I know we'll never be normal.
we're never going to be normal, really, are we? So here we go. Right, should we get gone in then?
We should get gone in.
This is the lovely Italian place Mandy had picked out in Paramporth, which is like literally 5 minutes away from the campsite, and we met Jon and Tash there. We all had a lovely meal. The food was really nice. A nice birthday treat for Mandy. So we are at a stage now where I think you're all right driving.
Yeah.
And certainly over possibly the last week, you've driven up to maybe 45 minutes, and then we've stopped for a bit. But you've also done walking around as well, haven't you? So.
Yeah. So say like yesterday, for instance, it was like 47 minute drive, apparently.
Okay.
And then we had lots of walking, no sitting down for coffee.
No breaks.
Because you're not Tash. And, and then the 45 minute drive back as well.
Yeah.
So technically, I mean, I reckon that without all the walking, that could easily stretch to a 2 hour drive, just as long as we have a break in the middle.
Yeah, your driving.
My driving.
Has become very normal again, so I think your confidence has grown back.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, at first, it was taking a learner out for a lesson, wasn't it?
Yeah, especially around the airfield, you're doing sort of 10 miles an hour and things like that.
You can go faster, man. It's like a 30-mile-an-hour limit, and I'm like, I'll get there in a minute. But yeah, I feel lots more comfortable, like normal. And driving this van is so easy. But then Jon was saying the same, wasn't he? He said after he got out of hospital that driving was easier than walking anywhere.
Yeah. So something that we obviously uniquely, again, I guess, is we've had two people that have both had cancer treatment and sepsis treatment. Jon's not had the abdominal surgery that you've had done, which is slightly, obviously, more of a struggle for you.
Yeah, I think it's more of a physical thing to get over, isn't it?
But we've both been comparing, do you feel like this? And do you do this? And that. So
I think it's amazing how much but we're both still bothered by the after effects of the sepsis treatment or cancer treatment, whichever one it is that's bothering us, because it's the same. Yeah, the
antibiotics bothered you both in terms of tense smells or tastes and things like that.
Yeah, we couldn't eat hardly any stuff. So it's been very unique and lovely to have that chance to talk about it with your friend.
Yeah.
Although I wish that neither of us had cancer.
Yeah.
But, it is how it is.
We both said that last night, went out for a meal, obviously Mandy's birthday and everything, so celebrated, and as you do in these circumstances, part of the conversation came up about how we got to be in Cornwall in this location right now and everything else. So yeah, it's good that we can talk about it. It's good that everyone's still fine, and despite the hiccup, everyone has their health, fortunately.
Yes, we're all still here.
Yeah. And speaking of all that, this really concludes our time of, I want to say, being forced to stay here, but our time of Mandy's rehabilitation, because you just got a call to have your scan.
Yeah, my follow-up scan. So that's in 10 days.
So that goes back to the Hull kind of medical centre, because they're doing all the follow-up stuff for cancer, aren't they?
Yeah, they've also taken over the the follow-up for my operation as well. So they've got all the details from the Trellisk Hospital, so they're going to be handling all of that just to make sure I get decent continuation of care and I'm not up and down the country all the time to sort it all out. So yeah, they're looking after that. I've got my follow-up appointment about 3 weeks later with my oncologist to find out the scan results and ongoing treatment and time between scans and things, I think, isn't it? Before, it was like, oh, we'll try and find things to do in Cornwall. Obviously, there's lots to do. And now it's the point where we have to go. I'm like, oh my goodness, there's all the things I wanted to do in Cornwall.
Well, it's out of season as well now, so not everywhere's open all the time as well.
Yeah.
And
the weather's getting terrible, isn't it?
The weather's not been great to us, but there we go. It is what it is. And like I say, we've now got somewhere to go that we decided we're going to take a few days to get there. So there's no rushing around or anything like that.
Yeah, we've got a couple of things we want to do on the way back as well, haven't we? So it'd be good to go get that done too.
That's pretty much where we're up to.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
It's a new chapter, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like, driving again, seeing things again. It's kind of like I've just gone from one bubble to another, really. And now it's like,
set free.
Someone's opened the door.
Almost end of season 1. See what's coming soon.
Next on the Jon and Mandy channel.
They come to understand that living fully is the greatest adventure of all. This documentary invites you to consider your own journey. Are you willing to chase your dreams now? Or will you wait for a future that may never come? Witness a story that reminds us all to live boldly, to create memories that will glow brightly in our hearts, and to appreciate every moment before it's too late.
So I hope you like that. And take care, folks. See you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.